Rafael Nadal has officially announced his retirement from professional tennis, bringing an extraordinary two-decade-long career to a close. Nadal's journey from a young tennis prodigy in Spain to one of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen is a story of unparalleled achievement, dedication, and resilience. For over 20 years, Nadal captivated the world with his grit, determination, and sheer willpower on the court. With 22 Grand Slam titles to his name, including a staggering 14 victories at the French Open, Nadal's dominance in tennis, especially on clay, has left an indelible mark on the sport. Before we dive deep into the remarkable timeline of Nadal's career and life, make sure to subscribe to Timelines Unlocked. Our channel is your go-to source for the inside stories of history's most iconic figures, including athletes, celebrities, and influential people. If you love hearing about the events that shaped the careers of legends like Rafael Nadal, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you don't miss out on our latest content. We've got plenty more incredible stories coming your way, and we'd love for you to be a part of the Timelines Unlocked community. Rafael Nadal was born on June 3, 1986, in Manacor, a small town on the island of Majorca, Spain. Sport was in his blood. His uncle, Miguel Ángel Nadal, was a professional soccer player who represented Spain in multiple World Cups, while his other uncle, Tony Nadal, became Rafael's tennis coach and mentor. It was Tony who first noticed the young Rafa's extraordinary potential and began training him in tennis when he was just 3 years old. Under Uncle Tony's rigorous and disciplined guidance, Nadal developed not only his technical skills but also the mental fortitude that would come to define his career. By the age of 8, Nadal was already making waves in Spanish junior tennis circles. His success as a junior was so rapid that by the time he was 12, he had won both the Spanish and European championships in his age group. Tony Nadal was a strict coach who instilled in Rafael a sense of humility, discipline, and a work ethic that would later become hallmarks of his career. One of Tony's key coaching decisions early on was to make Rafa play left-handed, believing it would give him a tactical advantage. This unorthodox decision would eventually become one of Nadal's greatest strengths, making his topspin-heavy forehand one of the most feared shots in the game. In 2001, at just 15 years old, Nadal turned professional, and it didn't take long for the world to take notice. In 2003, Nadal won his first ATP match, becoming the youngest player since Boris Becker to reach the third round of Wimbledon. The tennis world began to realize that this young Spaniard wasn't just another talented player. He was something special. His breakthrough year, however, came in 2005, when Nadal made history by winning the French Open at just 19 years old. It was his first Grand Slam title, and it came with a significant message to the tennis world. A new king of clay had arrived. Nadal's win at Roland Garros in 2005 was just the beginning of what would become an unprecedented reign at the French Open. Over the next 15 years, Nadal would dominate the red clay of Roland Garros, winning the tournament an astonishing 14 times. His success on clay was so overwhelming that he earned the nickname, the King of Clay. His aggressive playing style, marked by heavy topspin, incredible footwork, and relentless defense, made him nearly unbeatable on the surface. His 1-1-2 wins at Roland Garros remain unmatched, and it's hard to imagine anyone surpassing this record in the future. But while clay courts were his fortress, Nadal was far from a one-dimensional player. His career was also defined by his versatility, his adaptability on different surfaces, and his fierce determination to improve. In 2008, Nadal had one of the greatest seasons in tennis history. He not only extended his dominance at the French Open but also captured his first Wimbledon title in a match that is widely regarded as the greatest tennis match ever played. The 2008 Wimbledon final between Nadal and his longtime rival, Roger Federer, lasted nearly 5 hours and was a battle for the ages. After a rain delay and a breathtaking fifth set that went into near darkness, Nadal finally triumphed, defeating Federer 9-7 in the final set. This victory cemented his legacy and showed that he was not just the king of clay but a force to be reckoned with on grass as well. The rivalry between Nadal and Federer became one of the most iconic rivalries in all of sports. Their contrasting styles, Federer's elegance and finesse versus Nadal's brute force and tenacity, made every one of their encounters a must-watch. The two faced each other 40 times, with Nadal leading their head-to-head record. But beyond the matches, their rivalry was built on mutual respect and admiration. Federer has often spoken about Nadal's resilience, while Nadal has praised Federer's fluid style of play. Their rivalry transcended the court and became a testament to sportsmanship at the highest level. While Nadal's rivalry with Federer defined the early part of his career, another rivalry with Novak Djokovic became equally important in shaping his legacy. Djokovic, known for his consistency, athleticism, and mental strength, provided Nadal with some of the toughest challenges of his career. Their matches were often grueling, with both players pushing each other to the absolute limit. One of their most memorable encounters was the 2012 Australian Open final, which lasted almost 6 hours and is still considered one of the greatest Grand Slam finals of all time. Although Nadal lost that match, his ability to fight until the very last point showcased the indomitable spirit that made him a champion. However, Nadal's career was not without its hardships. Over the years, injuries became a recurring issue for him. His intense, physical style of play put enormous strain on his body, and he faced numerous setbacks with his knees, wrists, and back. In 2012, a severe knee injury sidelined him for 7 months, leading many to question whether he would ever return to the top of the game. But Nadal's resilience and ability to bounce back from injury became one of the defining aspects of his career. Each time he was written off, he returned stronger and more determined than ever. His ability to fight through pain and continue competing at the highest level earned him the admiration of fans and fellow athletes alike. Despite his physical struggles, Nadal continued to achieve greatness. In 2013, after returning from a lengthy injury layoff, he won both the French Open and the US Open, reclaiming his status as the world's #1 player. In 2017, he added another French Open title to his collection, as well as a third US Open title, proving that even in his 30s, he was still one of the most dominant players in the game. In 2020, Nadal equaled Federer's record of 20 Grand Slam titles by winning his 13th French Open. The victory was especially emotional, as it came during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, with no fans in attendance. Nadal's passion for the game and his love for competition were on full display, as he dedicated the win to those affected by the pandemic. Nadal's success on the court was mirrored by his character off it. Throughout his career, he remained humble, grounded, and dedicated to his values. He was known for his sportsmanship, always showing respect to his opponents, win or lose. Off the court, Nadal has been involved in numerous charitable endeavors, most notably through the Rafael Nadal Foundation, which he founded in 2008. The foundation focuses on helping socially disadvantaged children and teenagers through education and sport, a cause close to Nadal's heart. As Nadal approaches his final professional match at the 2024 Davis Cup Finals in Malaga, the tennis world prepares to say goodbye to one of its greatest champions. His retirement marks the end of an era in tennis, one defined by his relentless spirit, his legendary rivalries, and his unmatched achievements on clay. But his legacy will live on, not only in the record books but in the hearts of fans, fellow athletes, and future generations of tennis players who will look up to him as a role model. Nadal's retirement is bittersweet. While fans will miss watching him compete, his legacy will endure. With 22 Grand Slam titles, including his record 14 French Open victories, Nadal has earned his place as one of the greatest athletes in history. His story is one of perseverance, passion, and dedication, qualities that will inspire future generations for years to come. If you want to hear more about the incredible lives and careers of icons like Rafael Nadal, make sure to subscribe to Timelines Unlocked. We take you deep into the timelines of the world's greatest figures, uncovering the stories that made them legends. From athletes to entertainers to historical figures, we cover it all. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and let us know who you want to see featured next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.